What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. This is your weekend motivational video for you guys. I hope you guys had an amazing week. I first and foremost want to say that I am proud of you guys for making it to the weekend. Whether it was a crazy busy week, a stressful week, no matter what it is that you were doing this week, you guys made it. It is Friday. It is the weekend. Allow yourself some time to decompress and de-stress and give yourself some self-care and some positivity and relax. So today I want to touch a little bit about what not to do when it comes to your past. So your past does not define you. You are not your past. So I know a lot of us have trouble with kicking ourselves in the butt when we think about things that we've done in the past or mistakes that we have made, and we go so long with wishing that we didn't do them or thinking about what we could have done differently. And I am a big believer in not giving power to any negativity, not giving power to people who are no longer there, not giving power to your past. And this kind of goes into what I said in one of my previous videos when I said embrace your mess. So when I say you are not your past, I feel like your past doesn't define who you are. Your past, I feel like, could have possibly prepared you, So your past probably prepared you for whatever it is that life, has in store for you in the future. And kind of what I said in my previous video when I said embrace your mess, there's lessons that are always learned when you are in a mess, so to speak, or when you're in a situation and you made a decision to do something or say something and then you kind of regret it, or you made a mistake in your past and you're like, man, if I would have done it this way, this wouldn't have happened. Or if I would have said this, maybe it would have changed. I feel like you gotta kind of get into a space where, and this is easier said than done because a lot of people have trouble with accepting their past or accepting that was done, it's done. And you kind of got to move forward. Some people may be able to move forward faster or easier than others, but with your past, I know I've made mistakes in my past. I've made lots of mistakes, things that I wish I could turn back the hands of time and do over. But in all honesty, I spent so much time saying that to myself, saying, if I can only turn back the hands of time, I'd do this differently, or I say things differently. And honestly, I feel like all of the decisions that I made, whether good or bad, shaped who I am today. And thank God that I am not where I used to be, or thank God that I don't look like what I've been through. And I know a lot of you have heard that term before, but it is true because sometimes your past mistakes can take a hold over your life so much that it will destroy you. And you've got to get to a place where you accept the past. You accept what happened. What's done is done. What did you take from that? What lesson did you learn? What can you carry from that and bring with you to kind of do things differently in your current life or in your future? And I always say, the past is gone. Tomorrow's not here yet. Don't worry about it. Focus on today. Focus on what's going on today. What you did in the past, whatever mistakes you made in the past, it's done. It's already over. The page had that. If it was probably a different book, it's closed now. If it was a page, it's a long pages away from where you are right now. What did you do or what did you say that you can kind of implement now in your life and say, okay, today, if this happened to me today, what can I do differently that'll make me feel better in regards to the decision that I made with whatever it is that's going on right now? Whether you made the mistake of staying in a relationship that you should have gotten out of, whether you made the mistake of quitting a job that you shouldn't have quit, whether you made the mistake of spending money on something that you shouldn't have spent in that put you in debt, whether it was the mistake of, making poor judgments on your health or eating badly. We all can say that when we were growing up and when we were kids, depending on how old you are, we grew up on junk food and cookies and candy. When we're younger, we don't worry too much about health risks because our bodies are so young that we can kind of heal from certain things a little faster than we can when we're older, but it does have a long-term effect. Just as any mistake or anything that you've done in the past that you're not proud of, it can have a long-term effect. Now, you can't control what happened in the past because it's already done, but you can control what happens from here going forward. So again, you are not your past. You are here. You are present. It is your responsibility to be in the moment, to be in whatever it is that's going on today. It is your responsibility to be happy. It is your responsibility to make the best decisions that you can make for your life and the outcome of your life. Sometimes we make big decisions and we're not quite sure if they're the right ones or the wrong ones. Now, that's not to say that that's a mistake per se, but you can only go off of what's happening right now. And you always have to kind of sit back and analyze all your options and, listen to, I'm a big believer in your intuition. I don't believe that your intuition is ever wrong. I know there were times where my intuition was spot on and I chose to ignore it, and it cost me long term. Sometimes I struggle with that, but then I remind myself that I am in a new place. My mind is in a new place. My spirit is in a new place. My emotions are in a new place. I have grown so much further than those mistakes that I made that I can't afford to continue to look behind me. All I can do is look forward. So understand that your past does not define you. You are not your past. So with that being said, please continue to make the best decisions for yourself, your family, your life from here going forward. Don't worry about what happened back then because you can't go backwards. It's done. It's done. And you can't really put yourself in a position to focus so much on the future because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 30 minutes. And I feel like sometimes we get so hung up on our own plans and we are so sure that this is how things are going to play out. Then when things kind of steer us in a different direction, we kind of get hurt and burnt and let down because we were so hung up on the future. You can't put yourself in a position to be disappointed by a period of time that hasn't happened yet. So all you can do is focus on today, right now. Take everything one day at a time. One day at a time. But just remember that you are not your past. Okay? So with that being said, you guys have an amazing weekend. You can make plans. I'm not saying that you can't make plans. I'm not saying that you can't have aspirations and you can't have goals and things like that, because the goals are things that you want to happen in your future. But those goals, it's all depending on the decisions that we make right now. That's why I always tell you guys that you have to understand your why, and when you have goals, you get back what you put out. So, if you put out any negativity or you don't put out enough work for your goals, that's exactly what you're going to get back, if not less. You can't sit here and expect things to just come to you and then get disappointed when things don't work out the way that you thought they would. You've got to put in the work no matter what it is. And, a lot of that has to do with you. You have to put in work for yourself, mind, body, and spirit. You have to be prepared to let some things go, prepared to accept certain things in order for you to move forward no matter what they are. So I hope this message comes to you in positivity and in support and in good graces. But yeah, so focus on now, focus on today, be happy, be present in the moment, positive intentions always, have great moments and great days on purpose. But just take things one day at a time. One day at a time. I promise you, you'll be less stressed and you'll have much more of a clear mind to enjoy the things that life has to offer you right now. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Leave a comment below. Let me know how your week went. Let me know, whether you agree, you disagree, what your thoughts are. This is an open platform. Let me know your thoughts. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like and share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!